Alright, so this is the third part of the compiz tutorial. So let's go to Preferences, Compiz Settings Manager. Excuse me. Alright. I think I'm down here, right? Alright. Okay, there's some extra settings here. This is basically like window management, like how to like grouping your windows or organizing them, you know, with hotkeys, basically. And I already went over the resizing and move windows, and now let's try something else, like the static application switcher. So here's the hotkeys. There's Alt Tab and Shift Alt Tab. That's to move forward and backwards. So basically what this is, if you open multiple windows, and let's try an application like the calculator here, and see how it's kind of cluttered. So let's say you want to go to this back here without having to click on it. So let's bring back my calculator real quick, and hold Shift and Tab. Is that the key? I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Alt Tab. Okay. Oops. Alt and Tab. And notice how it fades the background out of the way, so you can see what's focused. So it's a nice little effect. You know, I've used it before in the past, especially when I started using CarDoc. When you start using docs, you know, having minimized programs and multiple programs running can be a little bit of an issue for like someone who's not used to using a doc. And I was using this quite a bit when I had Docky, I think it was. And anyways, now let's say these are all minimized. So let's just show the desktop real quick, and hold Alt and Tab, and it should show it. But instead of showing the windows, it is showing the icons, and the icons is represented as being minimized. So anyways, let's move on with it. Alright, what else is here? Extra windows, well, WN, window management. So extra window management actions. So let me enable that, and I want to add a hotkey. And my hotkey is going to be for the toggle always on top, which is really good. And I already have it I already had it set to Shift A. And let me just delete it so I can show you how I did it. So where it says disabled, I'm going to click on disable, click enable, grab hotkey. So I'm going to hold Shift and press A and press OK. Now, okay, what it's going to do, say like I want this file browser to be always on top. And if you notice, if you click on another window, it'll pop to the back. But I want to keep it on top. So how do I do that? So just as long as you click on it first, or like, you know, touch it or whatever. Now hold your hotkey, Shift A. Now if I click over here, it doesn't pop forward. It just stays in the background. And I don't think it matters if I bring something from that's minimized. That, you see how it stays in the back? So that's very, very useful. I use this all the time with my terminal. It's really useful with the terminal. So like if you're, you know, you have an issue and you're on a forum or something, and they're saying, well, copy this into your terminal and do this in your terminal, and you have your web browser here, and you got your terminal here, and you're clicking back between the two, and you know, one gets out of the way, then one gets in the way, then one gets out of the way. So if you just you know, Shift A, then that solves the problem. Now you can copy and paste your stuff into the terminal and get what you need done. But anyways, enough of that. Alright, now let's see what else is there. Okay, did that one. Scale is pretty cool. Super W and Super A, that's the hotkey. So let's open up a window, my file browser here. Alright, now let's go to another desktop, and let's open up that calculator again. Calculator. Now I'm going to keep this on this desktop, and I'm going to move to my other desktop here. And if I were to push Super W, it just brings out the these two windows that are on this desktop. So if they're all misorganized, or it's all screwed up, you got a bunch of them, you just want to have a quick look at it, that's what you do. You press super W, like so. Now if you press super A, it shows all your windows. Now here's a little calculator here. See? So if I had multiple desktops with multiple programs running, and I just want to grab them all and see them all and see what I got going, just hold down super and press A. And that's also very useful. I use this one quite a bit too. So these are all kind of useful little tricks to keep yourself organized. There's other stuff in here too, like grouping windows and grouping like categories and stuff. And I believe it's in right here, the grouping tab windows. I fiddled with this back in the past, and it is kind of useful, but I don't know. I find myself just keeping it simple, just like just the super A or super W. That works fine for me to get stuff in my where I need to see it or organized. So that's pretty cool. I just leave it like that. There's also the expose, or what do you call it? This right here. I believe it's super E. See? Now, when you have this enabled, you can drag your applications around and organize it. That's also another really useful one too. You can also adjust the effect of that as well, right here, like double click time or the behavior, the appearance. If you want to have like a curved effect, or you want like a little like cosmetic stuff, basically, you can do that. So anyways, let's go back down here one more time, and I believe there was a shift switcher. Some of these are disabled because they're going to conflict with other key bindings to other effects or other useful things. So like a lot of these are just basically window switchers. If you press like alt tab or alt thing shift or whatever, it'll cycle through all of your windows, whether they're maximized or minimized. I think Windows Vista has something like that. Also 7 has something like that as well. If you want to use that, feel free to do it. Click on it. It'll give you a warning saying, hey, it's going to conflict. Resolve the conflictions, or just ignore it and see if it works. I don't really use it, but if you want to try it out, feel free to do it. So let me see. What else is here? There's so much. I think the whole point of this, what I'm trying to do, at least for myself, is like have a nice desktop that has effects, but that's not too much in your face and not too overly complicated. And that's what kind of like my personal goal is with this whole Gnome desktop thing. Like if you want to put like fire on your screen, click on that, then click over here, and I think, what's the hotkey? Shift super button 1. So it's gonna be shift super left click. So shift super left click, and it should like draw some fire. Now to erase it, where is that? Clear key is shift super C. Clear. There it goes. So that's that. See, like that, that's cool. I like it. But could you use it for something practical? Not really. But it's cool, Anyways, what else is there? And also, there's also some other stuff here, like the 3D windows. Oh, I already showed you that one, I'm sorry. But the what else was it? The cube. All right. There's a cube, and there's also like a cylinder. So you don't have to just use the cube like a block. If you go inside here, you can select a different type of thing, like what was that? Deformation. See, I said cylinder. You can select a sphere. So instead of being a cube, it'll be like a ball or whatever, or a cylinder. And let's see what else. Go back. reflections. There's one where you can write on your screen. This right here. I guess if you need to write something, say like you're doing a screencast and you want to, you know, write like little like notes, you can use this. It's pretty cool. And also window previews, that's pretty basic. You know, just click on that and you go down here. There it is. It has a little preview. And that's all it is. That's all it does. It just shows a little thumbnail. And it's only of applications that are maximized, not minimized. So that's kind of a drag. You know, I kind of wish it had, you know, the minimize feature, but it doesn't. So so I usually turn that off. But if you want it, you can leave it on, of course. But it's because, you know, I do run a dock. I don't have it installed right now, but I don't really need that. So alright, I think that'll be it for now. Yeah, that'll be it for the compiz thing for now. If you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to ask. More than willing to help. So anyways, thanks for watching.